all of these branches are really right in a way, but people don't talk about it. They just want to continue to have like Satan, because they just want what they call the devil or what they call Satan to come in, stir up confusion and nonsense. Alright, so I wanted this video to be like a rant. Like, I literally pulled over at a park to record this video. Yeah, right. So this video is basically gonna be tied around a subject that many people don't talk about, which would be like religion. And when I say that, I don't mean like Christianity and like Muslim. I'm saying like religions all over the world. There are literally, let me see, there are literally over 4,000 religions in this world, faith groups, denominations that exist around the world today. So therefore, it goes to say, in each religion that does believe in a God or like that higher power, you have noticed that they all have similar beliefs, or all of their beliefs lead back to what, I don't know. Basically what I'm trying to say is each group be trying to like divide itself. For an example, Christians and Muslims and Christians literally believe almost the exact same thing. When you read the Bible, the Holy Bible down to its source, and then you read the Quran down to its source, they kind of believe the same thing. The only thing that they don't believe is, the only thing that Muslims don't believe is that Jesus was not the Son of God, and he did not come back to earth. Basically, that whole concept to save, you know, humanity. Muslims do not believe that, but Christians believe it. Because I don't know if I can, let me see if I can find this video, and I'll insert the clip if I found it. But basically, Muslims was at this, it was like this the debate video. I think I seen it on TikTok, and it was this Muslim guy. He was like, where in the Bible does it say this? It's like they were having a whole debate about it, and I really hope I can find that video. Going to talk about and say this, each source, because we're going to leave, well, spirituality is really the same thing as religion, but religion don't want to talk about it. Like a lot of things that spiritual people such as hoodoo, voodoo, they literally believe a lot of things that are in the Holy Bible, right? Excuse me. So therefore, why are everyone going against each other in the way? And when I started to say that, I started to think about like the Christianity ring. We focus on Christianity now. So the Christianity ring, they like have all these different branches. They have Pentecostal, they have holiness, they have Pentecostal, holiness, Catholic, and all Baptist, all of these branches, right? And each of these branches all go against each other. They all go against each other, saying like what we believe they don't believe, and what they believe we don't believe. You know, like a whole bunch of nonsense, stupid shit. So I mean, stupid mess. So
every Christian denomination in one sentence: we were here first, so that means we're right. Our leader is the coolest, so that means we're in charge. We'll get mad at you for not believing in predestination, as if you even had a choice. We take the whole Bible literally, except the parts about communion. That's just a symbol. Literally just Baptist, but with a better website and worse music. Not to be mean or anything, but we're not gonna take communion with the rest of you because you guys are stupid. We're not exactly sure what we are, but whatever that is, we're happy to be that. We're really good at writing 3,000-page theology books that no one's gonna read except us. We're kinda like the South America of church history, because we've been around for a while, but haven't really had much of an impact on everyone else. We were very conservative 400 years ago. We were Protestant before it was cool. If you're really Christian, you better prove it by behaving well. If you're really Christian, you better prove it by speaking in tongues. No, we're not Eastern Orthodox, we're Oriental Orthodox. We're actually the real Orthodox churches. For the last time, we are not Muslim. We kinda hate the world, so we're gonna do our own thing. The rest of you guys couldn't do Christianity right, so we're starting it all over again. Church for atheists.
When you start to think, you like, okay, all right, why are these branches so divided? So I thought about the Baptist church. John the Baptist is created after the prophet, like I was saying before the camera cut off. The Baptist church was made after John the Baptist, right? Right. So when you think about it, like, okay, John the Baptist made the church and everybody started following the Baptist church after they figured out, okay, John the Baptist have a point when it comes to Christ, when it comes to God. That's, where it came from. And so forth is where the Catholic, Pope, he's in charge of the Catholic branch. And then the Pentecostal, I really don't know much about that. But those are like the most popular like branches that they talk about on the daily. And I noticed that. So then I started to dig a little deeper and I started to realize, like, okay, John the Baptist made the Baptist church. The Pope, which is like the saints thing, that whole aspect, that's the Pope, that's the Catholic church. So then I started to think about, I'm like, all of these branches are really right in a way, but people don't talk about it. They just want to continue to have like Satan, because they just want what they call the devil or what they call Satan to come in, stir up confusion and nonsense. So I just started to think, like, okay, all these branches are so big on Satan to be 666, but they don't realize, like, Satan is really in control of Christianity today. And most people don't talk about that. And when I say that, I mean, like, if Satan was not in the midst, because Satan, if you want to go based off Christianity, has no power to create anything from scratch. He only has the power to try to come in to divide and conquer. So therefore, this is why I can't go stand in front of a church and talk. Therefore, if y'all are so big on Satan, y'all literally let him control a lot of the things in the church. When I say that, I mean, like, every branch shouldn't be going against each other, because Satan know every last one of the branches are right at the end of the day. And then two, when you go back to the Bible and the main source, they have all these different tribes, they have all these different things. Okay, so everyone has a purpose, right? Everyone has a different purpose in the Bible. Y'all remember that? Then why are we going against each other? Why are everybody so mad at each other? Like, make it make sense. Like, y'all are literally doing what y'all teaching everyone not to do. Not saying the church is a bad place, because in the Bible it says, yes, that's when you come together for congregation, is when you come together in the church. You celebrate Christ as a whole, as a group of people. That's congregation, but they don't talk about that. They just want to, they brainwash the church in a lot, but people don't talk about that. So I'm not trying to talk down on the church, because like I said, they're all right at the end of the day. But what I don't agree with is that every church is literally letting Satan come in, cause confusion and non-stupidness, all of that bullshit crap, by saying and making fights between Baptists mad at Catholic, Catholic mad at Baptist, so forth and so on. Like, what? Like, oh, make it make sense. So that's my TED Talk for today. This video probably not even gonna be that long for real, but I just had a very, very urge to rant about this, because I talk about it on the daily, and I probably will make a video if this video was to like actually get the recognition that I think it's going to get, which it most likely will. Then I'm going to probably make a video talking a little bit about my beliefs and what I do believe and don't believe in. I do believe that everything has some truth to it, if that makes sense. Like, Baptist is right about some things, Catholics are right about a lot of things. Pentecostal are right about a lot of things. But they're all low-key doing the same exact thing, but in different ways. But people don't talk about it. It's like too busy trying to find a problem instead of a solution when we have too many resources that God gave us. Too many resources. And then they tried to slap, like, Jesus is very much real. I plead the blood of Jesus, but you got to realize, like, the way that people try to brainwash people and put these people in a zombie mode, to not use the resources that Jesus came at earth to teach us about, to not use the resources that God tell us about on a daily basis. That's what gets me. Like, that's really what gets me. A lot of this stuff I really want to say for another video, but I just want to, like, someone to come across this video, think about that seriously. Like, don't let society or people or even a pastor that don't even live by his own means or anything that he teach about, he don't tell you. Don't sit up there. I mean, the Bible does say that these people are going to tell you the truth. You could choose to listen, but don't mean that they're living up to their means. But listen, don't let these people make you feel even less than yourself. Listen, you cannot, if you are sinning, you cannot sin. Oh, you cannot just change a sin. Let's just start there. But the sin can change you. And what I mean is, I'm not here to preach, but I am here to say is that you're not going to automatically turn from a sin. God, all you have to do is follow God, and he's going to lead you from the rest. And people don't know that. That's the power. Follow God, and God will lead you from it. Like, people on this earth literally criticize people for the things that they do and the choices that they decide to make, not realizing that half of them choices are literally God-made choices. But go off, like I said, I go back to, like, nothing's right or nothing's wrong, because what God convicted someone else from doing don't mean he convicted you from doing it. And I feel like people don't really talk about that at all. They don't. So, like, I will be uploading this video probably sometime this week or next week. This is a man's world, and they literally create the Bible to try to control in the wrong aspect. That's another video for another day as well. But once again, I ain't gonna argue, I'm not gonna fight, I'm not gonna do all this extraness, but I just want people to realize, like, there is a higher source for sure. There is God. Jesus is very much real, but he was not God, and that is very much mentioned in the Bible. Jesus was not God. He literally said, anyone who comes to me is becoming my brother and my sister through Christ. So we're gonna let that one sink in for another day. And of course, I got Bible verses and backup, and I got all that. Okay, I'm not just up here talking to talk. Like, a lot of these things come out the source, the Bible. A lot of things that Christianity molded out to be was literally man, by the word of mouth, by men saying this is how it should be done, instead of people going directly to the source and realizing, like, okay, this book is literally telling us the truth, and it's nothing what most pastors and men talk about. But I'm about to go ahead and wrap this video up, because I'm finna go ahead and go to the store really quick. All right, y'all, it's Niche Marie, and like I said, once again, this video was not planned, but I'm gonna let y'all go, because like I said, I'm finna go ahead and do what I gotta do too. And I will probably make another video once, yeah. But anything that I said, it has a source. I can back up what I say. I ain't a pastor on here speaking anything from the heart. I'm speaking from what God said, and that's that.